Hello and welcome back. This is day number 12. So 2 more tags after this one of the Ugly Art Club's 5-minute challenge. And there you can see the how the one side of the tag turned out. And then here we are onto today's theme, Tack It. And I knew that once I introduced fabric to the previous tag that I would not be able to stop. And that's just fine, right? Like, I love it so much. This element for me is a little bit big, and I trimmed it down into a square shape, and I thought, it looks pretty good there. You'll notice when I am working composition, I really do tend to have things sort of to the right and to the bottom. I don't know. That's just a personal preference. It doesn't mean that I don't like when other artists use other forms of composition, but this is the one that I find myself leaning towards the most. I noticed it also during the 100-day project, which, by the way, if you're unaware, I have 60-some videos just on last year's 2022's 100-day project, which I plan on finishing. We'll see when I can fit that into my schedule. But so I realized during the 100-day project and then during making these tags that my composition preference is to the right and then to the bottom. So very interesting to learn about yourself. I enjoy it. I like, whatever. Doesn't matter. Anyways, back to the thing at hand. I knew that I would love, that I wouldn't be able to stop once I added fabric. So this piece of fabric is from the Wow Studio shop. It is a piece of cotton rag. And it is hand torn by me into 3-yard by between 1/2 inch and 1 inch strips. And then that's sold in the shop, so you don't have to buy a whole bunch of it. If you just want a little bit, you can pick that up there. And I pleated it. I folded it over on itself. I used a little bit of glue. I used my tiny attacher. And then here is that delicious piece of yellow fabric from the tag that when I was auditioning it on the previous tag on day 11. So I totally found a place for it. I also have this strip of fabric, which comes from that piece of fabric used on the other side of the tag. I had trimmed it down. And so then I stitched those two together with a big stitchery plus sign, which is very cool. I'm going to have to use more of those. And then I thought 2 pleats was too much. It was too long, and I didn't really like how full the tag was getting with 2 pleats. So I just ripped one off. It's my tag. I'll do what I want. And then I'm going to glue this down with Fabri-Tac. The great thing about this particular fabric, and I'm trying to remember, I think it's, let's see, I have it right here. It's by Groundworks Solarium. David Hicks Solarium by Ashley Hicks, made with Sunbrella, exclusively at Lee Joffa. I don't know any of those other details. I do know that particular piece of yellow fabric is $188 a yard. So sometimes if you go to your design center, you might be able to find some really neat stuff there. That's where I got this. And I'm layering things up and just gluing them down and tacking them down and making sure that they're good. And then I wasn't loving how the tack it was fitting on this. So I went back to that whole fake image transfer. There's no work here. I put the vintage tape down on top of the element, and then it's only picking up the black ink that is on top. So it just works out just fine. And then because I'm putting this tape down on fabric, I knew it wasn't going to stick, and I didn't want to use any more staples. I like how just that one little X staple looks. So I slathered it in some more Fabri-Tac, and then that gave it a really nice coverage. Because Fabri-Tac is clear, it also didn't add any muddiness or any little spots to the back of the tape, but I did make sure that there was enough on there that the whole back was flooded. The whole back of the tape had a thin layer of Fabri-Tac. And then I thought I was done, but then I was like, nope, I got to squeeze this in. I'm definitely adding in some polka dots with my Micron pen, and then that really did complete the whole tag. So one more time, as the videos are uploaded here today to YouTube, if you're finding yourself watching them, the doors to the Ugly Art Club are open. They're open right now. Today is the last day. So make sure you pop over there and join. We would love to have you. We have guest artists. We have get-togethers. I'll say this. So far, we've had e-get-togethers, meaning online. We've done some Zoom things. We've done some live drawing together. We've had some chats, things like that. But the only way to get access to those is to be a subscribing member. So it's $19 a month. You get 3 tutorials for sure from me, one from Kristen, one from Tiffany per month. And then we always have a guest artist. But guess what? In the future, there might be live get-togethers, and the only way to be invited to those is to be a member. So come be a member. Don't miss out. We'd love to have you.